Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm back. I just recorded a video, took some pictures, and I have been getting some requests to do my skincare routine, so I figured that I would do that today to show you all how I get off all of this makeup. And I'm also, excuse me, if you are new here on my channel, then you would not know that every single video that I do, I shout out somebody just to say thank you for constantly supporting, liking, commenting, giving video ideas, video requests, whatever the case may be. And today I would like to recognize Mr. Keyshawn. Keyshawn is actually someone that I met in college. He is now in the sophomore acting studio, so he was a freshman when I was a senior. So we only briefly got to interact and be with each other for 1 year of the time that we were in school together. But Keyshawn is actually the first person that put the idea in my head to do a skincare routine. And he also has been active on my previous videos, so I appreciate that so very much. Thank you for supporting my channel, supporting me, and being an active member or subscriber here on my channel. Thanks, Keyshawn. Alrighties, now that that is over, let's get into the video. So the first thing that we're gonna do is take my lashes off, and I don't use anything to take them off. I just kind of pull them off. And then whenever I take off my lashes, I always store them in the same container that I got them in, so that I'll always know my right from left, my left from right, and I will never lose track of them, so that there's not just lashes sitting everywhere. And I just tuck them back into their carton and throw them back where they belong. Now for how I like to take off my makeup, I'll generally do one of two things. I will either take some cotton rounds, or I will take makeup wipes. These ones are just like Target brand ones, and then these ones are also just regular cotton swabs from my job, but you can get either one anywhere. I'm not very particular, and that is because even when I'm using regular makeup wipes, I will still use my favorite, the Garnier Fructis micellar cleansing water. I absolutely love this stuff. I'm gonna take one of these cleansing wipes and give my water a little bit of a shake and just put some right on to my cloth. I'm also very gentle around my eye area, because that is one of the most delicate parts of your face. So you want to make sure that you're not rubbing super duper hard, because not only does it cause premature wrinkles, but it's also just bad for the eyes in general. This skin under your eye is actually the thinnest skin on your face. And if you ever notice, like, that's really one of the first areas that even young people start to see wrinkles, more so like fine lines. And it's because the skin is so thin and sensitive. And then I'll just go back over my face one more time. So this is what the makeup wipe looks like when everything is said and done. So it really did a great job of taking everything off. And the reason why I also really love micellar water is because you don't feel like you have something left on your face, like a film left on your face. It genuinely just feels like water. So I just love this stuff. This is like literally at least my 4th or 5th bottle of this, because it's just that good. So as far as cleansers go, when I get in the shower, my first step to get all the rest of the makeup off my face is to use this Purity cleanser by Philosophy, and I've bought like 18,000 of these little things because they're only $10 a piece, and they are really natural and pure, not much in them. They've been like Allure Beauty Award winning like multiple years in a row. you can literally like use this stuff around your eyes and open your eyes and it won't burn at all. So I like to use this to get the next layer of my makeup off, because this one really doesn't offer me much in the way of like skin benefits and helping my skin. So that is the first step that I use when I get in the shower. Okay, sorry about that. My camera just all of a sudden stopped recording, and then I closed my doors so that to make sure that you guys couldn't hear the movie that my mom was watching in the living room. So now we're back. When I get in the shower, like I said, I will use my purity cleanser, and then I will follow that up with either my Kiehl's, I think this is pronounced Calendula deep cleansing foaming face wash. This doesn't foam very much to me though, like if at all. It's recommended for normal to oily skin, so that's what I know if it'll work for me, because I haven't mentioned, but I have normal to dry skin, really normal skin actually. Like I don't really lean oily, I will lean dry if anything, but I'm pretty normal most of the time. So I will go back and forth between this guy, and I got this as my Sephora perk for my birthday. It is the Drunk Elephant Jelly Cleanser. And I have heard such good things about Drunk Elephant, but it is not a cheap line, and neither is Kiehl's. So a tip for you all is that if you don't really know what face wash to use, get minis of the things that you kind of want to try and then see how your skin reacts to it. For me, I know that I have more sensitive skin, so I can't just use any old thing. Before this, I was using Murad for a very, very long time, and then my skin just kind of got used to it and wasn't really responding in the same way that it used to. So that's why I switched between cleansers to kind of keep my skin on its toes, because I don't really have troubled skin. But if you have troubled skin, I would recommend searching and finding a routine that fits for you and then sticking with that exact routine. But because I don't really have acne prone skin, I have a little bit more room to play around with. To wash my face, I also use my Clarisonic. This one is the Clarisonic Mia 2. It's a little dirty even though it just stays in my shower. I've had this since my junior year of college, so for about 3 years now. This is the older version of it, and right now I have the sensitive skin head on here. I do not wash my hands with just my, I do not wash my face with just my hands. I don't think that it gives you as good of a clean as a brush would, and you don't have to rush out and buy a $150, $200 brush. This took me a while to invest in, and it was a great investment for me. You can get the one, there's the one that the YouTubers are always advertising, the Vanity Planet one. I'm sure you can find a someone's code to use, and it's like 70% off of those little brushes. So you can do that too. You can get Ulta brand ones. You can make it work. Then today, since I haven't exfoliated, I'm gonna go on with one of my favorite exfoliators of all time, and that is the Peter Thomas Roth Peeling Gel Exfoliator. This one is so flipping cool, and it took me a really, really long time to invest in this one. How it works is that you put a little bit on your face, and you can tell that it's working because you start to rub it in, and then all of a sudden these little balls start to come up on your hands. I'm not trying to get, like, you see those little white balls? That is actually all dead skin, which is really gross but really cool. And the longer you let it sit, the more comes up. And I just think that that's the coolest thing in the entire world. So it, however, is a pretty penny. It's Peter Thomas Roth, so it's a pretty freaking penny. I think that particular exfoliator is $40, maybe $50. I'm sorry, don't kill me. There are other ones that I could use, but this one's just in the shower and it's the most convenient for me, and it's truly what I'm gonna use this evening. I'm gonna hop in the shower and then I will be right back. Hello everyone, I am back again. I know I look hella ashy because I just scrubbed my entire face clean and it is so soft. I also, side note, shave my face. Do any of y'all shave y'all faces? And would you be interested to see how I shave mine and why? The first step that I do when I get out of the shower is chapstick, because I cannot have my lips chapped for very long. This is the Aquaphor Lip Repair Balm, and I have multiple of them. This is probably, like, this one was low, so I bought another one, but this is either my third or fourth one. It's just really, really nice and moisturizing, and I feel like it helps my lips to peel, because my lips do need to peel every so often. They really do, because they just have so much dead skin that builds up on them. I think that's just the way that I am. Next, I'm gonna go in with my toner, and I'm gonna use the Thayer's Witch Hazel toner, the Cucumber edition. And the reason why this one is a mini size 2 is because I wanted to try it before I bought the full thing. Before that, I was using another toner, but I decided to go with this one because it's very natural, doesn't have much in it, and I just wanted to switch it up and try something else, and I've heard really good things about it. So it just occurred to me that I never thought to sit and list all the steps of my routine, so I'm just gonna do that real fast before I continue on. So the way that my steps go is that if I'm wearing makeup, I remove with a makeup wipe, then I will double cleanse, then I exfoliate about 2 times a week generally. Then I get out of the shower and I do my toner, my serum, my eye cream, and my nighttime moisturizer, then a oil on top. So I just wanted to list it just so that it was clear. So next, my serum of choice is going to be the Mario Badescu Vitamin C Serum. And I'm using this because vitamin C is super good for dark spots. And as you guys can see on my forehead, I scar very easily, and I get hyperpigmentation pretty easily. So vitamin C is very, very, very good for that, for lightening those things. And for that reason, you should be using it at night, because you don't want to put something on that's going to work to lighten hyperpigmentation and then go out into the sun. You could with a sunscreen, so whenever I use this during the day, I make sure that I have on a sunscreen so that I'm protected in that way. Next, I'm going to go in with my eye cream, and today my eye cream of choice is the Clinique Pep Start eye cream. This is my second time purchasing this, so I really do love it a lot. It has a little bit of caffeine in it, so it helps to wake up the under eyes. So it's really good to use in the morning, but I also enjoy using it at night. And like I mentioned earlier, that skin under your eye is so sensitive. And you can tell because it's just so soft. It genuinely just feels thinner. So you always want to be very sensitive around the eye area. Now my nighttime moisturizer of choice is going to be the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Cream, and this is also my daytime cream, or my daytime moisturizer, just in a cream form, so it's really good for nighttime use. And I'm going to take that on the tip of my finger, not a lot, but a good amount. And something that I do not do is put my moisturizer in the palm of my hands, because you'll waste it that way, because it'll start to soak into your hands, and whatever moisturizer you're using is probably too expensive to be doing all that. So I like to put it right on my face, and I put a lot on because I want a lot to be able to sink into my skin while I sleep. And then my last step, I'm going to take this Blooming Iris skincare, and this is actually a skincare line started by a girl on my campus named AK. I got this from her a while ago, and I don't know if she still sells it online, but if I can find it online, I'll definitely link it below. I just took a couple drops of that. I'm gonna press that into the skin, and it has like this wonderful tea tree smell to it. The last thing that I like to do, just because it's here, I don't always do this, but I'll finish off with a face spray, and my face spray of choice is the Mario Badescu facial spray. This one is the aloe rosewater one, the original one. Oh. And that's it. My simple little skincare routine. I know that the products that I use are not from a drugstore, and that's because I have to really consider what is being put into my products. I can't just throw any little thing on my face. Some people have tough skin, like literally they don't have sensitive skin, and they can afford to just put whatever on their skin, but I am just not one of those people. So I really have to watch what I put on my face. Like I've tried Neutrogena and Clean and Clear and Garnier and all that stuff, and it broke me out every single time. So I just stay far away, and I put money into my skincare. You can put all the money that you want into your makeup, but you can't put pretty makeup over a messed up base. So I invest a lot in my skincare because like 85% of my life I'm not wearing makeup. So I want to make sure that my skin looks good all on its own. Okay, that is it, you guys. It is the end of the video, and I keep on looking in the monitor because I'm like, wow, Simone, you look like you overdid it. But this is genuinely how I look at night when I go to sleep and I'm not so exhausted from work. And with that being said, that is the end of this video. Thank you all so much for sticking through it. I know it's kind of extensive, but I do take really good care of my skin. If you guys have any other video requests, please make sure you leave them down below. If you use anything that I also use, make sure to comment down below and tell me if it worked for you, if it didn't work for you. But I have been with this routine probably for like a month and a half, 2 months now, and my skin has never looked better. I also have to attribute that to the fact that I changed birth control and I'm now on the pill, and I just think that it's just doing my skin really well. But that is it for today. Thank you all so much for joining me for like the 18,000th time. Remember to keep positivity in your life, because positivity breeds positivity, and we have absolutely no time for negativity in 2019. I'm going to sleep. You all have a good rest of your day or night or wherever you are.